Like a curious bee, Goliath sought out the keepers of the First Age. Old men who remembered what others had forgotten, who guarded the knowledge of the world before the flood destroyed everything. And so the second secret part of the young giant's life began. During the day, the Philistines trained his body for war, and during the night, he snuck away from his watchers and learned the secrets of his people from the keepers. One of the keepers, an old scholar named Jabneh, became particularly close to Goliath. The Nephilim weren't the monsters history claims, Jabneh told him. They were the offspring of something beyond human understanding, born from the union of the divine and the mortal. They were builders, teachers. They gave humanity knowledge that jump-started civilization itself. But their power frightened the other gods, and so the flood was sent to wipe them out. You, Jabneh said, looking at Goliath with something like awe, you are the last echo of that ancient union. However you came to be, whether through your mother's bloodline or through something else entirely, you carry what they carried. You are the final remnant of a pre-flood world. When Goliath turned 15 years old, Master Talmai declared his training complete. At 7.5 feet tall, Goliath was the finest warrior that Talmai had ever trained. There was nobody who could hope to match the boy on the battlefield, except another Nephilim, and there were none of those left. But despite his pride in what he had created, Talmai felt a strange sorrow for the young man. He saw what Goliath could not, a tool destined to be used until broken, then cast aside. Goliath was a terror on the battlefield. A master of armed and unarmed combat, his sheer presence broke the will of entire armies before a single blow was struck. Just the mention of his name made hardened warriors lose heart. For 20 years, tales of the Philistine giant spread throughout the land like wildfire. They called him the champion of the 5 cities, and every soldier who survived an encounter with him carried the same haunting description. 9 feet, 9 inches of pure destruction, bronze armor that covered him from head to toe, gleaming in the sun like the scales of some ancient beast. The armor alone weighed over 100 pounds, yet he wore it as easily as other men wore cloth. His spear was a thing of nightmares. The shaft was as thick as a weaver's beam, so massive that it took 2 normal men just to lift it off the ground. The iron spearhead alone